All right, so the Book of Boba Fett.
Yeah.
What did you think? What did you
I
think
mean,
of
you
that?
just to talk spoiler, like quick spoiler free,
Yeah,
I
quick spoiler
guess.
free. Quick spoiler free. What'd you think?
Um, a lot of nothing for me. I have maybe less interest in the show than before I knew it existed off this first episode, but
So,
yeah, go ahead.
so for me, I'm interested in it just because I kind of like a little bit of him being like the crime lord and blah blah blah. I like that.
hmm
But yeah, it's a whole lot of nothing.
I mean, to be fair, Hawkeye was the same way in
Yeah.
that the first episode
Hey,
sucked.
yeah,
So
yeah, but what do you mean though? Hawkeye ended up being a whole lot of nothing, so
I
I'm
know
a little
that's
worried.
well,
Yeah.
well, yeah, but it had
No,
good
I'm saying even
episodes.
by the
Like
end,
there's
yeah, it
stuff
had
that
good
I didn't
episodes.
regret watching. Like episode 3 was fantastic.
So I did like the beginning of this where it shows us how he survives and all the fucking shit that he went through. Um,
So the thing about well, yeah, I guess we'll start spoiling it now. But the thing about this show is that it kind of has the task, for me at least, to make me care or like get me interested in this because I've never, I think we might have talked about this
we talked about
before.
it with Boba Fett's not all that
Yeah, Boba Fett, like,
interesting.
yeah, I mean, basically, I feel like it's become this like this exponential thing that like kept growing, where like he just showed up in a movie,
Hmm.
didn't do anything really.
Yeah.
Like he showed up, he like barely said anything, took Han, and then he dies in like the stupidest way possible
Yep.
in Return of the Jedi.
Yep.
And then that was it for like ever. But I don't remember how long it took, but I think for some reason people started being like, "Oh my God, he was so cool." And the people making content at the time took that and ran with it and started making like comics and like extra extended universe stuff.
That was at the time canon.
Yes, yeah, and I've never really seen like much of that. Like I may have read one or two comics or books back in the day, but it always felt like it just they took that and leaned into it so heavily, where it was just like
He was there for
he's
one
this
purpose.
he's this crazy cool bounty hunter, and like that's
Yes.
it. You know what I mean? So like I've never really like, and you know, as much as people hate the prequels, I felt like
Jango
Django
Fett. Yes, we've had this discussion.
he
I
has a
don't want to get too
story
into
to
it.
him, really.
Don't get too into it because we will be doing Star Wars, so let's not get too heavy
Well,
into
yeah,
Jango.
well, yeah. I'm just saying,
Um,
in comparison, I just felt like there's more there, at least in
yes.
the movies. I'm sure that they did backstory more, maybe for Boba in the comics, and there is a few good episodes with him in the Clone Wars series, actually,
Yes.
um, which I do like now that I think about it. But I guess that's canon, right? Clone Wars is canon. Isn't it?
I don't think so. They have it on Disney Plus, but I don't think it's specific canon anymore. Anything before Disney purchased Star Wars is no longer considered canon. From what I
Oh
was
my
from what I was
God!
reading. So yeah.
Wait, no, yeah, no. The newer 2008 series is still most definitely a part of the canon. However, July 20th, 2021.
Yeah.
So it is.
Okay.
Um,
So
but
here's
yeah,
my
anyway,
here's
so
my other thing. It's like you were saying, Boba Fett really he ain't shit. Like he was there for one purpose. He was there
yeah,
literally for merchandising. That's it. He was just
yeah.
there so
I
he could have a
mean,
really cool looking character to sell. And that's just it. And a bunch of little kids bought it because they were so into Star Wars at the time, which hey, good for you. And then they, like you said, they took their ball and ran with it, bro. Like
no one's arguing that he looks cool, but it's just the fact that, like, I don't know, he didn't really do anything. Like,
he
and there
didn't though.
wasn't, and even if he had done like some really cool stuff, I don't know. Like, I still don't know anything. You still don't know anything about him at that point. You know what I mean? You don't find out anything about him until the prequels, like a decade later or however long it was.
Yep.
And yeah, so this show kind of has the task of making me interested and care about Boba Fett as a character, and not just as this like, you know, god guy who shows up and kills
You ready?
giant monsters and looks cool. You know what I mean?
You ready for this?
Yeah, I'm ready for this.
I am far more interested in his sidekick than I am him. I want to see her story. Why is she following him around? Why is she with him? You know what I mean?
Do you? Okay, so this is interesting. Do you do you know who she is?
Yeah, isn't she? She's in. Wait, what do you mean? Do I know who she is? Well, her character is. They mention
Yeah,
it.
her
I just don't
character.
fucking know it. I might, but it's been so long that I just don't.
she was in The Mandalorian.
I say that's what she was, right? Yes.
Yeah, but I don't remember her.
She was. I know she's in the Mandalorian episode.
I know she is. I recognize her, but I don't remember a single
She's
thing
not in
about her.
no, because she's not in the actual show. She's not a character in the show. She only shows up with Boba Fett.
Yeah, I know, but they I don't know, she's there for like multiple episodes, and I just don't remember her.
They don't go over for her history.
Like I just remember that what she looks like and that she's there, but I don't remember a single thing that she does in that show.
She's a sniper. That's the best I can tell you. She covers him when he first shows up. But I want to know why she's with him. I want to know why they teamed up. You know what I mean? Why are they together? That's what I want to know.
I guess we'll find out. I was under the impression that I forgot.
If any show,
what they said about that.
If any show needed a 1 and a 2 being released on the same day, it was this, because that first episode was kind of boring.
Apparently, she's also in the animated series, The Bad Batch, like the more recent one that they did, in the Clone Wars style. Like I guess so maybe they provide some more backstory for her there, but I haven't seen that. Not that should matter. I mean, you shouldn't have to watch The Bad Batch to know who she is.
The characters, yeah.
Especially
I don't know. We'll see.
To be the character here.
We'll see what happens, though. I mean, overall, like right now, I can't recommend the show to anybody because I mean, okay, so it was good. Some of it was good. Okay.
Well, I mean, some good things. There were some good cinematography here and there. Nothing crazy, but it definitely is a good looking show.
Yes, it looks very Star Wars.
Like, yeah, I felt. Well, yeah, I guess I don't know. For some reason, this whole time I was feeling like pretty much the entire episode, I was not getting a Star Wars vibe from it. To be honest with you, maybe visually, but everything else didn't feel Star Wars to me. Like when they walk into the, well, let me just go through it real quick because I took just a few notes. We'll just kind of like zip through it real quick. Yeah, a Jabba's palace. Looks identical, very very well recreated.
Yes.
And you know he's getting flashbacks to Kamino and flashbacks to Jango's death.
Yep.
And okay, so I don't know if you've seen this yet. I'm sure you must have. I've seen it everywhere now, but you've seen Parks and Recreation, right?
Yeah.
Have you seen? You know what I'm talking about?
I don't think so, but go ahead and keep going.
Okay, so there is a character in that show. Do you know who Patton Oswalt is?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, okay. So he plays whoever the character is in that show, where there's the episode of him.
Oh, in the back then times. Where he makes her back then. Yeah. Yes, where he's let's see who can last longer. Yes, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. I think it's that same episode. So he goes, they're in not court. I guess is it court? Whatever it is.
Yeah, it's the court.
He has to filibuster and say a bunch of stuff to stop her from talking. And people have been posting it everywhere. He describes word for word what happens in the opening of this show. Like 10 years ago, he goes, pan down from the twin sons of Tatooine. A gloved Mandalorian armored hand comes out of the sand. It's Boba Fett. He climbs up. He survived the maw of the Sarlacc. He describes it shot for shot. People were like comparing it. It is wild.
That's funny.
And it was all improvised. He just made it up. He was just saying a bunch of random crap on the day. And he predicted it exactly, which I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that, actually.
That's really funny. Why don't they just take that as an inspiration?
Maybe they did. I mean, I guess, I don't know. I felt like I either didn't want to see it or I wanted it to be more interesting. You know what I mean? Survival. It just felt like, what? Like, that's it? That's all it took? Like the big Sarlacc pit that we've hyped up to be, you get digested, and like, what is digestion? You just sit there? Like, shouldn't he be like, I don't know. It doesn't, you just kind of, I don't know. I mean, it was kind of cool that he used the air from the Stormtrooper.
Yeah, instead of his own.
I did like that, but then it just ended right after that. And what even happened? He just
popped out. Yeah.
What did he do? How does that work? He doesn't have a jetpack. I didn't understand what he just starts flaming the side of the wall and then he leaves.
He gave it really bad acid burn.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that was it. But also, he crawled through sand. Like, you can't do that. That
part bugged me a little bit. You can do that, by the way. You can.
But from I mean, from
He
like
was
50
inside of the
feet underneath
creature.
the sand, like you
Yeah,
can't.
because he was inside the creature. So the way it works is this is real, by the way. I promise you. So the way it works is if okay, so let's say the sand, right, or the creature, right? He's holding up a space of sand, correct? So
Oh, well,
so
yeah,
when
maybe.
he burns him, now that pocket of space is becoming empty. So as the sand can start falling, he can start maneuvering around a little bit. Unfortunately, yeah, the sand can collapse on him, but that sand is so loose that I guess it could not collapse on him. I don't know, dude. But it is possible to get out. Like there's
But
stories of
when
people
he
who
gets out, though, it's not like the sand kind of like falls in
who
and he
falls in.
crawls
No,
out.
he
He
literally pulls his
punches
hand down.
through it.
Yeah,
It's like he's
yeah,
crawling. It's like he's playing Minecraft.
yeah,
Like, it
yeah,
doesn't make
yeah.
any sense. But that's fine. And then, I mean, I guess the idea is that I guess he didn't have any oxygen as well. And
Yes,
so
that's the idea,
how
right?
long was he in there? Like, I don't, did he wake up almost immediately? Because he would have died. He had to have woken up within like a couple of minutes, or else he would
Yeah.
have been dead. So wait, did they just, yeah, when he got thrown in that pit, did they leave immediately?
Right?
Because he had to have come out within like 5 minutes maximum for him to have survived. If he didn't have oxygen, he would have had to have died immediately, right?
Bro, bro.
Oh God,
It's so not good.
I'm thinking about it too much now, and it's all falling apart.
But
Um,
I'm not excited to watch the next episode. I do want to watch it. I told Rachel I'm a little excited just to learn more about like
I'll
Mandalorian
be watching.
history.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it all anyway.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Listen, straight up, don't take this the wrong way to viewers or you, Drew. But honestly,
Okay.
the second episode isn't all that great. I might not continue reviewing this because don't get me wrong, I'm interested in it, but like it's just like we said, bro. Boba Fett he's not that interesting of a character.
Yeah, well, I mean, you could say that about Hawkeye too. Like the first 2 episodes were really
No, but
not
he's
interesting.
established. He's actually got establishment, and he's actually badass. Maybe the third episode, but
Yeah, but like we had to get through the first 2 to get to
to
meat
good.
of the
Yeah,
show, which
you're
was
right.
3.
You're right.
And also,
I have a feeling Boba Fett's going to be a very slow burn until we get to the end. I do have that feeling.
I hope so. I mean, you would think it would be, they're doing another thing where they're going to set up more stuff, so it's probably important to watch it, unless it's like Hawkeye.
No, I'm still going to watch it. I'm just saying, I don't know if I'm going to use it as content. I feel like we'll just end up jumping to something else like Star Wars or like even bro, I would kind of wish we would have led up to doing fucking some Harry Potter because I actually been in the mood to watch Harry Potter. Like,
let's do it. I just watched
Harry Potter for real?
the new documentary or whatever that they put out.
I haven't yet. I want to.
Yeah, I
so
just
bad.
watched
I'm about to watch it with Rachel.
You should probably just wait then, and we watch the movies and then you watch it. Because I was sitting there, I was like, wait, what is this? What is that? Like I didn't remember half of the stuff.
I even
but
don't remember.
was
Okay, I'm watching it. I have it. Rachel and I are ready to watch it. I'm gonna watch it with her.
It was
but,
great.
And then yes,
Great.
so I feel like
as
we
soon
should
as
maybe
I
go
watched it,
over
I was
Harry
like,
Potter
I need
stuff.
to talk to Angel tomorrow and be like, can we do Harry Potter? Because I'm like really in the mood now.
Sweet. Yes.
It's
all
been
right.
so
Cool.
long since I've seen it.
Awesome.
Yeah, let's do that. Okay,
Perfect.
so and then so we got to do if we want to do that, and then I guess they don't have an actual release date for.
Oh wait. Hold on. Sorry. Hold on. Stop.
I'm stopping.
Just stop. So, anyways, yeah. So this episode, if you guys love Star Wars, definitely watch it. Let's not move away from Star Wars real quick.
Okay. So yeah. Okay. So there's some. He gets attacked by some Jawas, and then he gets picked up by some Tusken Raiders.
Yeah.
And then so they tie him to the outside of this thing, right? And he's there, and
bro,
he's there for a while.
What the hell was that?
What was what?
What's the creature? I can't remember what they're called right now, but he's like, shut up so we can escape. And he's like, bro, what the hell was that?
Well, my thought was that, like, it's supposed to be cool, right? Because he's supposed to be like, oh, I'm so confident I can do this last second and kill this creature thing.
Yes.
But, like, no, like, that was like the stupidest thing he could have done. Like, he got so lucky that he got it out in time, right? Like,
yes,
he was sitting there the whole time, and he was like, he starts cutting it, and the thing looks up at him, and he's like, oh, and you're like, oh, he's gonna stop now because it's a bad idea. No, he keeps going and going and going. It's like, what are you doing? Yeah. Like, I guess it worked out, but that was like a terrible idea. And then I said it's a good thing that he got crapped on because obviously there's no way he was gonna beat them in that state. So I'm glad they at least made it semi-realistic there. And then we flash forward back again to him. He's the new Jabba, and he's getting people paying him and coming in and paying respects. Which, how did that happen? I don't remember this happening either. Did he just go there
No,
and
they just
say,
went
"I'm the
there.
new
He's just
Jabba"?
there. Yeah, he's basically just there. They didn't explain
That's
it.
all. That's
I
all
have
it
a
is.
feeling
That's all you got to
this
do.
this is this, no. This is what I have a feeling. I have a feeling we're gonna get a lot of just a lot of back and forth and back and forth. And don't do that. Just start me at a
No, I
point,
think they
take me
are,
to
and
an end.
I don't know. I think that could be interesting as long as the flashbacks get more interesting from here. You know, like I think it could be kind of interesting to flash back here and there and see
Could
how
be,
he
but
got to where he was.
at the same time, it ruins the pacing for me because it's just like fucking One Piece, bro. I
Well,
can't.
that's
I love One Piece, but
it
right when One Piece
it
starts
ruins it
getting
in
good.
this.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Okay, so in One Piece, right, they'll start to get into like the meat of it, and you're just like, oh my god, a big fight's about to happen. And they're like, hey, we're about to spend this whole episode on backstory. Like, no,
Yeah,
bro, just
yeah.
I hate
Matt's
that.
talked
Don't
about
ruin the
that. They'll
pacing.
flash back and play an entire previous episode in the new episode.
And it's just like, why? Like, bro, it ruins the pacing. Like, just fucking keep it going, man.
Yeah. So there's okay. I don't know about you as well. And in terms of like this feeling Star Wars for me, this was a big one. The guy that comes in, that's the Twi'lek, I guess.
Yes,
Did he not feel like way too human to you? Just like a kind of like a guy,
bro. He was also super
right?
like, yes, like, just like a guy that stumbled on set.
Yeah.
Like, put a fucking outfit on him. Yeah.
Yeah. Like he just felt
Um,
like a normal. Like he wasn't acting. I didn't get any. He just felt like a Parks and Rec the community character or something, like stumbled in there. I don't know. It was weird.
Funny that you say that because that scene with him and talking about the mayor, that all had like a very comedic undertone to it that I don't think I liked as much as I wanted to. But he
Yeah.
was like, oh well, he's like, well, basically she's like, oh, the mayor wants you to pay him and blah blah blah. And it's like, bro, it felt like it was comedic and then undertone. I don't know, something about it was off. I don't know. I'm gonna watch
I
another
think it,
episode. We'll see.
yeah. I don't know. I mean, yeah, I guess this guy I think is like mostly a comedic actor. Yeah, American actor and comedian.
Yeah,
Groundhog Day, Curb Your Enthusiasm. So I guess yeah, they were trying to make like go for a
comedic
comedic
thing. I
tone
thought
there, but
so.
I didn't get any. I didn't really. I
Find
kind
it
of
that
felt that they
funny.
were trying to, but I didn't find it funny at all. I was
Yeah,
just like, this is
same.
weird. So yeah, so she's wearing I do like I think she looks cool. Like I think I agree with you that she's the most interesting part about
Yeah,
this so
part of the
far.
thing. Yes, for
Finnick.
sure.
Yeah.
Yep, she's
She
definitely the
looks
more.
cool, and that she's got that like almost Zam Wessel style helmet in a way,
Yeah,
except not cloth.
not yeah.
Which I actually
Yep.
think looks cooler. Or not Zam, or it's not it looks like the actually doesn't it look like
The
the,
one,
or is it
the
Leia?
one, yeah, Leia, yeah, the one
Yeah,
Leia, yeah, yeah, the one that she wore when she
uh
was disguised.
is that the same one? No,
No,
that looks way different.
way
Never mind. No,
different. Okay.
it is more of
I
Zam
do remember
Wessel.
it being. I do remember it being looking like that though. But yeah, and I guess
Except Zam Wessel's is like cloth at the bottom.
off.
Hers is like fully surrounding, and it's pretty cool. But or maybe it's another character. I don't know, but it does look very familiar. I think we can both agree that
Yeah,
helmet looks, that design at least. Yeah, they go to secure their spot as the new leaders, I guess, to get paid by this business. And I just it feels so like sluggish and like nothing is happening. They're barely like he's barely saying anything, and they walk in,
hmm
get their helmet service, and he like cracks a little joke. And then like also what is like this is the thing, is like what is Boba Fett's character? You know what I mean? Like what is he? Like who is he? Because like when you think like he's supposed to be this like bounty hunter, like who is you assume a pretty bad guy because he's a bounty hunter,
yeah, but he
but
doesn't have to be
he's kind of
necessarily
like
a bad guy.
an anti-hero, I guess, in a way, because he's like doing all these nice things, be like, oh, you don't have to pay me right now. I'm not gonna torture this guy. I'm just gonna be the nice ruler guy. You know, it's
Yeah.
like
So by the way, one thing we didn't mention, and I have a feeling that it's gonna play in not such a good way, is so Boba Fett as a character himself feels slow, right? And
yeah, well, yes,
that's because they kind of went in. They it's the original actor, right? Who played I
yeah,
think
yeah,
Jango Fett, right?
yeah, Django.
So he's older now. Like obviously it's a stuntman under the helmet, but it's like, bro, you guys shouldn't have done that because he moves older. Like his
Yeah,
movement isn't young. It isn't spry. He looks stiff.
I really think that I don't know. I mean, I guess he is. That's probably about the age, right, that he would
Yeah.
be. But like, I think that it would honestly have been like, obviously, the reason that they did it is like, it technically, if Boba Fett were to grow up, he would look like Jango Fett because obviously clone and all that. So like, he would look the same. But I don't think anybody would have complained if you had just cast Daniel Logan, who was the guy who played young Boba Fett. Like, he's a full, like, established actor nowadays.
Is he really? Oh, okay, okay.
Yes,
I didn't know
yeah,
that.
and I think he would have been perfect. Like, I mean, I don't know. I mean, he might be a little bit too young, perhaps. Like, in terms of like, we're way in the future now, and technically he's supposed to be a lot older.
Oh,
But
they
then you
should have
also get
fucking
the
cast him. He
but then you
actually
also
looks
get the
good.
problem of like I'm so confused. It doesn't make any sense. I don't know. I'm so confused because like, he wakes up in the Sarlacc pit and gets out of there, and he looks exactly the same as he does in the present day, which should have been like 30
Yeah.
years
Yeah.
in the future.
Yeah.
It's all very confusing.
We'll
But
just have to watch more and
I
see.
think he would have been a good choice. But I
But he
don't
looks
know. I get
good,
why they
bro.
did it.
He
I get
looks
why they
good.
did it. But yeah, he's a very handsome man.
He is. He like he looks.
Um,
He looks, and it looks. He honestly looks like he could be a Jango Fett clone if they made the makeup right.
Yeah, yeah,
So
I think so too. I don't think, and I think maybe it doesn't have to. Like, I can't remember exactly how it worked in the movies, but like, is it just one? They just did a clone and then gave it to him, or didn't they do like something special where
special,
he's
something
like
special.
not
He's
quite a
different.
straight
Yeah.
clone? Yeah,
No,
so
he's
like,
got
he
a straight
shouldn't look
clone.
exactly like him. I
Yeah.
thought. We might be wrong. It's been a while. I don't want to say anything concretely because it's been a while since I've seen these movies, but let us know if we're wrong. The okay, so they get attacked by guys. I don't think they explain yet who these guys are. I don't think they get attacked by the guys, and it's so slow and just like uninteresting action. Like, there's nothing intriguing about this at all.
True. I can honestly say when I was watching this, like, there was in the Mandalorian, dude, he would do some awesome shit, or somebody would do something awesome. Here, I wasn't like, whoa, like, holy fuck, like, that's so cool.
It was just,
Here,
it
it's
was
just like,
very, again,
oh,
like,
okay.
sluggish and slow, and even having that, there wasn't any interesting camera movement or anything like that to spice it up. It was just like some medium shots and then them like doing some punches and kicks and stuff. It was like very, and then you get like the Gamorrean guards to come in, and they're even slower. So it's like, it was just kind of, I was just kind of like, I'm not invested or interested in this in any way. And also, I'm not invested in it because I don't care about either of their characters. So they could die for all I care. Like, I don't really mind what happens in this scenario. So, and there's also the point at the end where
about the characters, but whatever.
Yeah, there's a point at the end where he rockets a guy, and he doesn't blow into chunks.
Yeah.
He just like, they just edit him away. He just disappears. What was that?
Yes, thank you.
Like, what are we doing?
That was my biggest, like, literally when I saw that, I was like, oh, so we're doing this. Like, that's literally my reaction, dude. I was like, come on.
I just felt like, I mean, you could have just cut around it or something at least to make it more, like, oh, okay, they cut around it because it's PG-13, but also like,
dude,
he still got blown up. You know what I mean?
They could have honestly.
Instead, they didn't cut away at all, and he just kind of like, it's just kind of like they edit, like, he just got despawned.
Yeah, so like what they could have done with that honestly is they could have had him shoot, and then like you said, cut away, and then you could hear his chunks falling on the ground.
Yeah,
they could have made it visceral, like very like I don't know.
Yeah,
they could have made.
I don't know.
Better,
I feel like this is also like, if you're gonna make a like an R-rated Star Wars property, this is a perfect one to start it with. I feel like, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, that's what everybody considers Boba Fett to be, is like
the Deadpool of Star Wars.
Yeah,
not
well,
in a comedic way,
but in terms of like he's like
Logan,
he gets into like he gets into like the underbelly of stuff, and he's like a bounty hunter, and he's doing all this. Yeah, like it's the perfect
like
place
Logan.
to start that.
Yeah,
if they ever would do that, which maybe they never will.
Nope.
At least not in movies. Maybe a game or something in the future. But so she starts chasing those other two guys, and all I could think about during this was, I mean, it's pretty well done. But all I could think about this was, my God, it would be like I just the idea of him. I was like, an Assassin's Creed style Star Wars game
Yeah.
would be so good. Like playing as a bounty hunter or something like that. Like and
Yeah.
having like
Assassin's
the
Creed or even
parkour of Assassin's
Uncharted.
Creed.
Or even
Yeah, or
Uncharted. That
Uncharted.
would be
Yeah.
fun. Oh my god, dude.
I
But
just
yeah.
So then we flash back again, and they're going to like one of the moisture farms, which looks pretty identical, I think, to Luke's moisture farm, like in New Hope.
So I was saying, right? Like it's so funny because I had a really blonde moment, but I was like, are they about to show like? And then I was like, oh, all that's
Luke,
destroyed.
yeah.
Yeah, I was like, all that's destroyed. I was like, this is in the future. Like, what the fuck is all this?
Well, I mean, it wasn't necessarily like the buildings were still standing. It was just kind of like fire and smoke for the most part, and his parents' skeletons.
Yes.
But yeah, I mean, like
his aunt and uncle.
Aunt and uncle, yeah, sorry. And so they start digging for water. So I mean, I guess is that like what is a moisture farm? If you can just kind of like, is that what a moisture farm does? It digs like 1 foot under the ground and finds pods. Is it that simple? I don't know. I don't know. So, I didn't even put it on notes about this, but a creature comes out and he kills it, and it's just not
that good.
Not interesting. I didn't even really like the design of the creature personally. I wasn't.
I like the idea of it. I like the idea of it where it can run on 2 with 4 arms, or it can run on 4 with 2 arms. I like that fucking concept. That concept is cool as shit. Now, they tried to go. My God. They tried to give you a practical, not practical look. That fucked it up. Like you could tell it was practical. What happened?
I just realized that. I realized why this monster seems so familiar to me.
Oh
my God. Okay, well, first of all, let's talk about like. I didn't think it made any sense personally because he gets on the back of it, but the thing has 4 arms.
Yes.
And he's only trying to swipe at him
with 2.
He could have easily like reached back there and got him with the other 2. Like I don't know. There's a lot of stuff that doesn't make sense in this. I think personally, like I don't know. And so then what I was about to say though is you get to the end of this, and it's directed by Robert Rodriguez, which I was not expecting. Do you know who that is?
I don't know who that is.
Okay, so he's very famous for a lot of things, but what I know him for, or remember him for, is the Spy Kids movies. Is what he did. He also did Alita, Battle Angel, Sin City movies, like a lot of good stuff. Like, and don't get me wrong, like Spy Kids movies are movies for kids, but they are really good movies, I think.
They're okay. I can't go back and watch them. They definitely did not age well, but they're okay.
They're but that's kind of like they're very I don't know. They're very over the top, but consistently, if that makes sense.
Yes.
So the reason I said that is because there is a monster in Spy Kids 2.
Yes,
it's literally this thing.
When you said that, right? I literally made that connection right off the bat. I was going to tell you,
it's a spider monkey.
Yes.
I mean, it's not the same thing, but it just feels very similar.
But the animation's done for it the same way. It feels very stuttery and very wannabe practical. Like they're almost done exactly the same. Like if you go watch it, I don't know how to explain it. He's not moving super fluid. Like he's moving at a different frame than the actual footage that's being shot. He's moving at a much different frame. Like yes, okay, yeah.
It's just like the fat. It's like so tanned and leathery and like ripped, I guess, in the middle, and like in the middle, it feels very similar, and like it's very similar. Especially like you said in the way that it moves. So I can't believe I didn't put that together until now. But so he directed it, and it was written and created by Jon Favreau, which I didn't know. I didn't know anything about this going in. So it's just like The Mandalorian. Yeah. But Jon Favreau wrote it, and this is I don't understand. Like, dude, the score is done by Ludwig Göransson, which he is like phenomenal. But like I felt like the most interesting music that I heard, or the most music that I liked about it in this was the the credits song.
Oh,
Like I was
really?
like, now we're
I thought you were gonna say the
talking.
Cantina. I thought you were gonna say the Cantina remix.
No, the Cantina remix.
Yes.
What?
Did you not hear it when they enter that
It
bar?
just sounded that was like my biggest complaint is that that was what I was saying. I was like, it didn't feel like Star Wars. Is that music just sounded like, I don't know. I can't remember what it
It
sounded like
was
now, but I remember
they
thinking it
remixed
just
it. They
sounded like
changed it.
it just sounded like a tropical like guitar thing that like felt very
So you should
like
go back and
nothing.
listen to it because it's still a Cantina song. They just changed up the instruments that are being played. I promise. I'm not even joking. It's still this Cantina song, just with different instruments.
Oh,
Yeah, I promise. I literally had the subtitles on. It even tells you Cantina. It either said remix or Cantina alteration or alternate or something, but
yeah.
it's still a Cantina. Like I just still hear that as the Cantina.
Huh. I didn't hear this Cantina at all, but it felt like it was all like guitars. I think mostly
It was more. I don't know how to explain it. It's definitely a
more
whole different kind of
tropical
instrument.
and like Western and type thing. But it didn't. I don't know. Anyway, yeah. So hopefully the music, like kind of picks up as it goes on, because he is a phenomenal, like
It's,
composer. I believe he did. If it would show up, he did Tenet,
okay.
which is a phenomenal
By the way,
score.
speaking of music, the Mandalorian theme, that's going to be a hard one to beat because it's a good one. It has a mix of Westernish,
Yeah,
but like,
yeah, I
oh,
think
I
that
love
one
his
is great.
theme. I love his
He
theme so much.
also did the Black Panther score, which I also
Mm,
think is phenomenal. Yeah, did he do? Who did? Um, did he do Mandalorian? He did. He did do Mandalorian. Yeah.
awesome. Yeah.
And I do think the theme for Mandalorian is pretty great. But yeah, he's fantastic, and I think I didn't really get a great sense of it in this one, but hopefully it'll kind of shine a little bit more as it goes. Like I said, the outro credit sequence was my favorite out of all of them.
I want to watch the next episode. I'm not excited. I'm not hyped. I'm not like, with some of these other shows that I've watched where I'm like,
Yeah,
oh, I can't wait for this next episode. This one, I'm just like, I'm going to keep watching it. We'll see where it goes. That's
yeah.
literally what I've been telling Rachel all week. I'm like, we'll see where this goes because I don't know how I feel about it yet.
But the Kenobi series, I'm very excited for.
Please don't fuck that up. My God, please don't fuck that up.
So yeah, I don't know. There's so many that are coming out.
Leading into, let's just go over this real quick because I'll just say it on the channel. Keep it in here. Don't edit it out. Leading into the Obi-Wan show, we should definitely
Star Wars.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think we talked about that. I agree.
Yeah. So yeah, I think we should do that leading into the Obi-Wan show. So yeah.
Yeah, dude. What? Oh my God, they're doing okay. So they've got not all these are live action, but they've got a droid story, Star Wars: The Acolyte, Andor, Ahsoka,
Jesus.
Kenobi, Lando. Good Lord.
Oh, I forgot Lando. Who the hell?
I didn't even know that was
Lando?
a thing.
I did forget about Lando. I heard about it, but
what's going to be Donald Glover? Who else would it be?
I don't think it is going to be Donald Glover, though. I hope so, but I don't think so.
It's said to be an open secret that Disney are aiming for Glover.
Okay, good.
I mean, they're aiming for it. I guess they're just going to have to see if they can afford him or if he's interested to come back. But I really hope so, because God, he is fantastic.
Yeah, that movie.
And we could get oh my God, what's his name? I'm sorry, I can't remember his name off the top of my head. Alden Ehrenreich to come back and like make some appearances as Han as well. I would love a duo like team up show or something like that.
A buddy cop show.
Yeah, that would be fantastic. Can you imagine? Oh,
I would watch it.
That would be great.
Dude, I like Star Wars.
They were so good together.
This. I like Star Wars at its core when it moves away from Jedis and Sith. Yeah. They have a lore, man. They have like this big open like lore world, and it's just like explore more than just Jedis, dude.
Sucked.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This episode sucked, but I have a feeling it's just
hopefully it's just set up.
That's what I'm saying. I have a feeling it's just the pacing of this show is it's gonna start slow and then start to really drag us in. Literally, where's it gonna go? You know what I mean? Like
that's what I'm saying. I don't even know like
exactly.
What is, it has like the almost impossible task to get me to care.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They literally set nothing up. All they showed us was, hey, Boba Fett is here. He survived. Yeah. That's it. So I need to know where the story's going to go and what it's going to do. At least the Mandalorian, we had somewhat of a setup out of the gate. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And this is a character you knew little to nothing about, nothing.
Yeah, unless you know, a lot of people will say, you know, if they see this or talk about this or whatever, they'll be like, oh, but all the comics and the books and like, yes,
Those are
but
not
those
canon
also
anymore.
aren't canon anymore, and not everyone has read those, and it's not like I shouldn't, you know, like you shouldn't have to read stuff like that to
be interested in the character. Like
be
they didn't
interested
make the
in it.
characters
Like, they
interesting
just-
enough.
But that's what I'm saying is like this show should be the thing to do that, to make him interesting, and if it
Yes.
can't, then
GG.
I also don't know. I don't understand why they're calling it the Book of Boba Fett. Hopefully, maybe that ties into something, but I don't.
You
really
ready for
like
this?
the name.
I have a theory. So, I think by the end of this, Boba Fett will either be dead, or they come up with another season, and literally somebody's just reading his memoirs. Like that'd be fucking cool as shit. Like somebody's just reading like his journal, or somebody's jotting down his journal, and he's been dead like this whole time. Like that would make for a much more interesting show.
You got to do it eventually. You would think they might want to get it done because he's not, he's
not the youngest.
Not the youngest. Yeah.
Yep. So.
Yeah.
I right now I can't recommend the show. If you're a Star Wars fan, just watch it. I guess if you're a Boba Fett fan, go jack off to it. I guess. I don't know. It's
basically
just,
yes. I mean, yeah, you'll probably love it. Honestly,
but me personally, it's I'm gonna wait for the next couple episodes and hopefully it takes off. I need a story. I need to know where this is going, and they didn't do that. In this first
we'll be
episode.
back to do the next one for sure.
Yeah, for sure. I wish there was a little bit more energy, but I'm not feeling good, and Drew's got to go. So,
I mean, there's not really much energy anyway because it wasn't that great.
Just not. This is not that great. That's what I'm saying.
But hey, we don't just want to do stuff we like. That would be boring.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
it's very true. So,
I mean, we did the Spider-Mans. So, I mean, those. But to be fair, though, we disliked those so much that there was energy.
But
I was going back and listening to those recently. We were getting heated.
Yeah, it's true though.
Okay.
But yeah, anyways, we'll see you guys next time. We're gonna come up with some new content. We got some stuff ready to go. We got some ideas, and we'll just see what happens. Hopefully, 2022 is the year for Mugscast.